my 6'7" play glass is still breaking NBA 2K25. This 6'7" play glass can get ankle breakers on any build. It can get contact dunks, and as you can see, it can get stops in the paint. This is a center. This isn't a guard. This is a center. You can go on 20-game win streaks, all ISO on this build. You can still shoot too. It's not a slasher. You can shoot, even fade too. If you want to fade, you can fade too. No problem on this build. As you can see, if you want to dribble, ISO, if you're an ISO god, even if you dribble better than me, you can dribble on this build. You got plenty of dribbling on this play glass build. In this video, I'll be showing the build, my updated SIGS, my updated jump shot, and updated takeover that I use for this build. Let's get into the video. Before we get into the gameplay, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I've almost reached my goal of 1,000 subs, and also like the video and turn on the post notifications so you don't miss any further videos. Let's get into it. Good y'all, it's JWall back with another video. Today I want to get into one of my favorite builds that I made over a month ago but just didn't get enough love, and I still use this build every day because it's so much fun. So today I want to show you my all-around star 6'7" play glass. Look at this build, bro. All around, you see I got contact dunks, I can dribble, I have high interior, high block, high rebounding, and I'm fast with strength and vert. So as you can see, this build is not for everybody. However, if you can ISO and you have good enough rebounding skills and IQ, you will cook every center that guards you. It is honestly terrifying for other centers trying to guard this build. They're getting them ankles checked. Now, if you played NBA 2K20, you remember how OP play glasses were. If you got good on a play glass, you were damn near unstoppable, and that's the kind of vibe for I was going on this build. This build is an actual center. This isn't like a small forward or power forward. This is a legit 6'7" center, and you can ISO and do everything on this build. It really gives me those 2K20 play glass vibes where my player is so big, pause, but also just so fast that it's really hard for people to stop me. And also, you're getting guarded by centers. Like, the centers guarding me, they don't have any perimeter defense on them builds. They too worried about getting that 99 rebound. However, I'm not really having issues getting rebounds because my vert is so high, and also if you put yourself in the right position with a 96 rebound, you will have no problem getting rebounds over somebody with a 99. Unless the rebound goes to Yucatan, as long as the person that you're guarding, you have box out positioning over them and you're aware of how to rebound on this game, you'll have no problem getting rebounds over someone who has a 99 or another person with a 96 rating. So don't worry about that. I've never lost a game on this build just because I can't get a rebound in the park. Now, getting into the build, as you can see, 6'7", I'm an all-around star. Now, you ain't gonna get that name, all right? You're gonna have to do a little something different. You want to get that name, but look at me. I got contact dunks, I got midi, 3, I could dribble, I have a high interior, high block, high rebound, high speed. My physicals are crazy. Obviously, my perimeter steal had to sacrifice, but this is a center build, so 62 and 60 is enough when I'm guarding a big man. I'm never really out there on the perimeter, and when I am, I still have high speed, so it's not a problem. As you can see, I +1 my box out beast and also +1 my set shot. For my takeover, I'm rocking that midi maestro because silky shooter is just OD this year, and also midi fades are really OP if you haven't noticed already. Look at my boy right there with his 6'9", just dunking over everybody, so I had to come back and, you know, dunk too. You know what I'm saying? We be on the twos chilling with non-meta builds, just dunking on people. Sometimes people just sit in the paint like this because we keep getting contact dunks anyway, so they'll just sit in the paint. So me and my dog have a blast playing twos with non-meta builds. However, sometimes I do hop on here with a lockdown as well and just have him guard ball while I ISO the center, and that's also a really good method for this build and something I really enjoy doing. It's just a lot of fun, man. But if not, I play with somebody who can catch louds too, and we just have a blast and dunk on everybody the whole game. Stay tuned because I'm gonna show you my animations and jump shot a little bit later in the video as well. So I am getting close to hitting that veteran 1, so when I hit vet 2, this build will honestly be insane. I can go ahead and put my dunk to 96 and my vert to 85, and I'll be able to have Hall of Fame poster on this build, which just even takes it to the next level because Hall of Fame is better than gold for sure. But I'm really, because of my strength, or I don't know what it is, I get so many contact dunks on this build even with a 93 instead of 96. So I don't know if it's just because of my strength or what, but it's super OD. So at vet 2, this build will be unbelievable. It already is my favorite build in the game. I do really like that 6'8" I posted the other day, but in park, this is definitely my favorite build on the game. So I definitely suggest giving it a try if you're missing that like 2K20 play glass vibe. As you know, this game is a midi fade behind screens kind of game, man. So if you want to have fun, you got to make it fun, bro, because as you know, this game is all about the meta, but I'm just not someone who's gonna sit here and post meta builds on my channel over and over and over again. At some point, you got to make something fun, man. So if you're looking for something fun, you want to be a center, or maybe you're playing with your IRLs. I play with a lot of IRLs on this game, so definitely this is cool because you can do everything on the court pretty much. As long as one of your IRLs can guard the ball, you can pretty much do everything else as far as rebounding and scoring. You're good. So if you want to take a look at my animations here, here's my updated SIGS. Again, these are updated SIGs right now, so if you don't like Jimmy Butler Escape, you could run basic one if you're like dribble like Glock 19 kind of, where you are speed boosting out the basic one. I don't dribble like that, but I do think it's a cool way to dribble this year. Here's my jump shot. So I'm still using Matt Ryan, Oscar Robertson, and MPJ. Jumper's wet, bro. Honestly, I've been using this jumper for a few months now, and I just think this is probably the one I'm going to rock the rest of the year, just because it's so cheese and it's actually really consistent in the park. So I really enjoy this jump shot a lot. So definitely will be rocking that the rest of the year. Give it a try if you haven't already. Original build video, I did give credit to Coaster because he made a build very similar to this, and I just tweaked it to fit my playstyle. So I did just want to shout that out again, because Coaster is cool as hell for finding this build. So I had to go ahead and tweak it to fit my kind of playstyle. Not a lot of times where I see someone else's build and think I gotta make something similar to that, but definitely did with this build right here. So shout out to him. If y'all still watching, in the comments, let me know, does shooting feel different to y'all? Like, I know since season 4 they did something to shooting. Like now for some reason I could sit here and go like 5 for 5. I had a couple friends go like 8 for 8 in the rec with some shooting builds, but I'm on non-shooting builds going like 5 for 5 all the time now, as opposed to always having to go like 4 for 5 and miss one of those shots just because of the RNG. But shooting feel a little different, man. Some games I'm going 7 for 7 now with a non-shooting build, you know, a 75, 76, 3. So I definitely think they touch shooting a little bit. You know, of course they're not going to tell us when they touch shooting, which is super weird. I don't know why they don't just come out and say they buff shooting a little bit. Maybe because they feel like there'll be backlash, but at the same time, you know, honestly, I don't even think shooting needs to be buffed. I just think they needed to get rid of the little RNG, you know, EOMM thing they had in the game, where after a certain amount of shots they just change your release queue, so you have a random release queue where you just get like a very early. I think that's all they really need to do. I don't think they need to like buff shooting or anything like that. I think shooting's fine in the state it is right now. So as you can see in the gameplay you're watching right now, I showed the intros earlier. We're playing against two people that are both purple plays. You know, they both obviously know what they're doing. It's a big man right here and like a meta guard. So as you can see, I'm on my 6'7" play glass kind of build. My homie's on a 6'9" Duncan build. It's almost similar to the one I posted on my channel, a little bit different. He has a little bit more block, which I always suggest to tweak the build to fit your liking. But as you can see, we're playing these dudes on the twos and they're having a really difficult time because we have a very weird lineup. So as you can see, he's able to ISO the guard, and if he gets stuck, you know, I can cut in for a little backdoor here and get a lob. Always remember to throw lobs this year, man. And actually they're really good. You know, you can fit them into your play style. If you get stuck or one of your teammates gets stuck, it's definitely always cool to run in for a lob real quick. I don't really see a lot of people doing that for whatever reason. I don't know why, but it's definitely a good way to get yourself out of a bailout situation. So as you can see, like I talked about earlier, the center is guarding me. So, and the guard over here, he's stuck guarding a 6'9", but ideally I would play with like a 6'4" lock. But this is still OP too, because the guard has to guard this 6'9" build. So as you can see, the center has to guard me, and that's really creates a lot of problems. So I can just sit here and keep lobbing to my dog right here, or I can ISO the big man. So there's a lot of issues with this lineup right here that creates for people. Now you are going to come against people that are LTing, you know, being weird and just running behind screens. So in that case, that's why I say you probably should run with a lockdown with this build on the twos, just so they can guard that LT glitch and you can just kind of hedge. You see I get a strong handle animation right there on the center. It's kind of a bailout. I don't really try to do strong handles animations anymore. No strong handles is a little bit frowned on in the community, so I try not to spam it. I can understand why people feel like it's just weird. Same way I feel about LTing, man. It's just strange, bro. Please do not LT if you're on this game. It's just weird behavior. But I really appreciate you guys. I'm almost at 1,000 subs, which is crazy to me, being that I just started in September. I know it's not the quickest, you know, rise up to hitting 1,000 subs, but for me, you know, who's someone who's just started and didn't really have any expectations, it's super dope to, you know, have a little support group like y'all. So I really appreciate anybody still watching this video at this point right now and who subscribes to the channel. I really appreciate all the love lately. Go check out my 6'8" video that I just posted, my last one. It'll come up on the screen real soon here. Go support that vid. It's got a lot of love right now. I know a lot of y'all love that build, so definitely check that out. Again, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like the video so I can reach my goal of 1,000 subs. I really appreciate y'all, and I'm out, bro.